our way home now from Blackpool, and we're getting a train this time. So I'll let you have a look at the little journey home. Not much to see just yet, but there is. There is nice countryside to see when the trees go away. If anyone goes dizzy watching this, don't blame me. We've had a fabulous 4 days in Benidorm. Felt like Benidorm with the weather. We had a fabulous 4 days in Blackpool, we really have. Couldn't fault the weather. It was like being abroad, that's why I'm saying Benidorm, getting mixed up. And we did have a laugh yesterday, but that was because I drank my own vodka, because the hotel one wasn't doing much. So I thought the last day I took a bit with me anyway to have a drink before I went out. So I drank me home, so I was on form yesterday, and I'm happy to say everybody joined in with the sing-along, as you see. It was good. So I'll let you see the rest of this journey for coming along with me. This is Blackpool to Liverpool. Blackpool to Lime Street Station, and it cost us £12 each, wasn't it, John?
24.
Yeah, £12 each roughly. For one way. If we had to go return, it would have been, I think, about 18, something like that, I'm not sure. But my son brought us here, and he was willing to take us back home, but I said to him, no, because he works, doesn't he, and he had to take a day off to bring us here. So I said to him, you go to work, we'll get the train home, but he's going to pick us up at the other end and run us back home with the cases. We saw him just here chopping the gardens the other day, and the other lad will be out flagging. Oh, Paul. No cars sitting down, so it's not going to rain. Beautiful weather. Will enjoy this, although like it's mostly trees you can see. Some like to see it, don't they, the journey, because they can't get out. I like to think I'm helping people like that with the mental health and that, because I have had it said to me before, a lady who worked in mental health, she said, Cathy, we put your channel on YouTube in the home I work in, she said, and all the residents love you. Might be one day, mightn't I? So it'll have to be good. God in heaven forbid. But you never know, do you? But I liked it. She said to me, you do more for my mental health patients than any medication does. She said they all love watching you over and over. Oh, that brings a little lump to me throat thinking that I'm helping them. That were singing along with us yesterday. They've just come up to us going out and saying, oh, what a great time and that. It only takes one, doesn't it, to kick them off? And it's usually me. I mean, even John was pissing himself laughing at me when I was shouting, arriba, arriba, arriba. Wasn't you, love?
No.
Wasn't you, love?
Yes.
He knows when to do as he's told. It was a lovely little break. And now we know the trains weren't that expensive. We'd have to put petrol in for whoever brought us anyway. Must be coming to a station, slowing down. This is the straight through train, 11:05 one, and it gets to our station after 12:10. To houses and what have you in our estates, so my John's awake. I'm surprised you're awake. He knows how to mess. It's just our way of having a little banter with each other to pass the time away. Where?
Preston, I think.
Preston. Preston and just Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River.
It's only the same coming from Primark, innit, boys?
I'll show it when I get time. When I get time.
Sort myself, I didn't eat it. Only got it to keep warm, didn't I, that day? 38 quid. Lemon shots.
the next day I put the thing on. You don't even have to sniff off it.
You are on the Blackpool to Line Street Station train. That was me talking, in case you're wondering. We are now at Preston.
I'm going backwards in a minute.
Good for you. Oh, blimey, there's a loud getting on here, ain't there, mate? Be able to film over there now, because people will be sitting on there, won't they? What, you'd have to go over the bridge, you mean?
Yeah.
Up and over.
Underneath.
Or underneath, right. Why, where'd you change for to go where?
Going to London or whatever.
Oh, London.
Or the tube train from Liverpool out that doesn't stop, it just comes here.
Oh, yeah, the express, yeah.
So you get to Preston.
We're off.
No, I'd have to run.
You can just picture the Victorians standing here, can't you? You know, on the platforms and that, in the olden days. Many a soldier, sailor, everything. I'm thinking of my dad, Steve, on VE Day. He fought in the war. My beloved dad. I was a rifleman. Died when I was 11 weeks old though, so I don't really remember him, but my mother did say he used to hold me up in the air and say I was born with a load of auburn hair, and he used to say, I'm going to look after this little one for the rest of my life, which never lasted long, unfortunately. He died age 48 of thrombosis when I was 11 weeks old. He'd been out at the pub on a Sunday afternoon and he went to bed when he come in, and my mother took him a roast dinner up, and he said to her, Kate, I was supposed to eat it with. So she went back down on that big building. She went back down for the knife and fork, and when she went up, he was dead in bed. And I seen him on the 5th of, when I was 15, I seen him on the 5th of November 1964, when my mother sent me up. It was bonfire night and my mother was calling me in to get in, and I said, oh, just, you know, all the kids that I was at the bonfire and that, putting potatoes and what have you on, and I said, half an hour, just half an hour, just half an hour. Anyhow, when I finally got in, my mum said to me, go and get the hot water bottles upstairs. Because I kept saying to her, no, half an hour. When I got in, she said to me, father, I figured aren't you for the way you talk to me. Anyhow, when I got in, she told me to get the hot water bottle upstairs, and years ago, it was the stone, round, hot water bottle, wasn't it? And your beds were years and years and years old, and they always had a dip in the middle. So when you put the hot water in, and I slept in my mother's bed till I was 25, when you were in the middle of the bed, the hot water bottle would roll on your ass and burn your ass off, because it was a dip in the bed, and it was a round hot water bottle. So when I went to get the hot water bottle, I grabbed that one, and the rubber one we had, the flat ones. But when I pulled the bed sheets back to get the flat one, I went to get the bed sheets to pull them back to make the bed, and they went back on their own. As you all know, all spiritual things happen around me, and the bedclothes went back on their own, and I looked, I was only 15, and I looked at it, and I thought, am I imagining that? I And when I looked in the bed, I seen my dad's face in the bed. And my dad died in that bedroom. And I just went, oh Dad, I'm sorry, I won't talk to my mum like that. And I run out the bedroom, threw the bottle down the stairs, the rubber one. And I went in the other back bedroom where his picture was, saying to him, Dad, please don't do that to me again, don't do that, I won't give cheek to my mum. Needless to say, I did. Got it with the frying pan and everything when I give cheek. She'd say, I'm not wasting my hands on you. Hit me hard, like, but if I put my hand up to protect myself, she'd say, don't you raise your hand to me, and I got another belt. So that was done, and that was the 5th of November, and I never said nothing to my mum, and she said, when she come up to bed, she said to me, you're like the colour of boiled shite, what's the matter with you? Did I tell her? No. Because I'd have got it all night. I told you your father had taught you, so I kept my mouth shut. And as it happened, my sister was pregnant. My 32-year-old sister was pregnant, and our May. And she had the baby. My mum got took in hospital. She had disabilities. She got took in hospital. And at the end of November, and my mum was going to the hospital and coming home upset and what have you. I was working in Taverner's, the sweet place at the time, and I'd come home from work and my mum had come in about 6:30 and give us an update on it. And on the 29th of November, 64, she come in and said, May had had a little boy, which we were all made up with. And then on the 30th of November, remember I was just nearly 16, and I was working then, and at 5 o'clock at night in Taverners I got an unmerciful pain in my side, and I got taken to the sick bay, it was called then, and the nurse said to me, I think you best go home, Catherine. I don't know what's wrong, it could be appendicitis or that, because it was hurting me that much. And I went home and I had long auburn hair then, and I'd washed my hair and I had the towel on my head, and my mother come in and at 6:30 around, it must have been 6 o'clock, 6:30, I can't remember, and she come in and just fell in the door broken hearted and saying, she's gone. And at me, being a kid, I'm saying, who's gone, where? And she's going, my baby's gone. So I was sort of getting the drift of it then. My brother was at home and his wife then. We're in Leyland now. And my mum just went, oh look at them. Shaped as a train, John. Planters. So my mother just went, she died, my baby died at 5 o'clock, hence that's why I got the pain in my side, wasn't it? And lots of things like that happened to me. So the baby survived. Paul, he's 60 something now. How old is our Paul? He's 60. Where's Paul? Oh no, he's been dead 64 years, 1964. Yeah, 64 he is, yeah. A son 64, oh Paul, I hope you're well, Paul. And yeah, my sister passed away aged 32 in childbirth. And then they brought her home to my mother's house a few days later, which we all did then, and they still do now. They take them home as soon as they can to let them have the last few days in the house where, you know, they grew up and that. And the women in the neighbourhood through the windows and go in and make cups of tea and sandwiches for the neighbours or anyone who calls at the time. And they still do that to these days. And I remember my first one, I was 14 years of age and a young lad up the road at Kirkbride died. He was only 14 as well. And my mother was the one who put all the sheets up, which I did it myself till about 10 years ago, and I couldn't get up and down ladders to do it. And we never ever charged for doing it, never. And my mum dragged me up to Eddie Kirkbride, who was in our road, who passed away aged 14, and I done the windows with her. And you used to do it with drawing pins then, and the bloody times the thing would go right through your finger, the drawing pin when you were pushing it in. And then from there, everybody used to ask me to do it, and I think the last one, or maybe the last one before that, I done a little baby, he was 2, because he used to always put flowers and ribbons as a cross on the windows and that. I had all my own stuff. I'd pleat the sheets, and then I'd used a staple gun in later years, and I'd pleat the sheets and put them on the windows, put ribbons shaped as a cross and put flowers in the centre of them, little angels all around it. But when this baby died age 2, I thought, I can't do that for a baby. It's not fair. So I put clowns and teddy bears and things all round him and balloons and that. He was only 2, and his family to this day, he still come up to me and say to me, remember when you done, I can't remember the baby's name unfortunately, say it was Craig, I can't remember, and remember when you done his funeral, Kathy, and it looked lovely. And back then I'd put the curtains up. The funeral would leave the house, I'd start taking the curtains down, put their own blinds back up, or curtains, whatever was back up. I'd tidy the house up for them coming home, or because they used to have it in the houses years ago. And I'd even done the buffet for them, and it was all free, no one charged them days. Now they charge 400, 500, 600 to do things like that. I wouldn't have dreamed of doing it. I was lucky to get a glass of lager back then, but people always appreciated you. So that went on, but that's just what neighbours by us were like. You all helped each other, all mucked in. And I was telling you, when they brought my sister home a couple of days later, before her funeral, and as luck happened, they brought my sister home on the 3rd of December, and my mother died on that date, years later. And a dog, she used to live in the bungalows, and her Alsatian dog was in my mother's, roaming round the house. It kept roaming round the coffin, sniffing and that. And the next morning, we found the dog dead under my mother's sink in the kitchen. The Alsatian had died, and it seemed all right the night before, walking round my sister's coffin. So another uncanny thing within Bolshaw Lane. Euston, where are we? Bolshaw Lane. Never heard of that, have you?
Yeah.
Have you?
Stop here every time you go to Blackpool.
Clever ass. Said, have you never heard of that? He said, yeah, it stops on the way to Blackpool.
And on the way home.
Yeah. So, how do you like that little story I told you? Can't think of anything else at the moment, or can I? Yeah, as I say, my mother died on the 3rd of December, years later. That happened. And she got buried on the 8th of December. And 2 years to the day after my mother got buried, and my mum's been dead since 1989. I won £800 in the bingo, and it was on number 9, and that was my mother's birthday. So I thought that's a sign of my mum, that. And that was a lot of money then, back then, £800. And stuck in my mind, that's the only time I won that jackpot, like. So that come in very handy. 1989. Going off a word with the driver, then, if you think he's lingering.
No, I mean, I think it's let the 2 trains.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Will we?
On another track, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're off. And if anyone is new to my channel, I'll just introduce myself to you. I'm Kathy. I'm mother of 4, 3 boys, 1 girl. Ages from 57 to 48, yeah. Grandmother of 13, great-grandmother of 17. John is my very best friend. We used to be partners. Now we're friends sometimes, aren't we, love? Cooey, aren't we?
Yeah. You're on the track.
How is it? Yeah, and I'm a foster 39 children, teenagers I used to take in, foster children. I'm a bit of a wild child, as you gathered from me other videos, you can see. I don't care what people think about me. If I want to do something, right, it's for my own enjoyment, and I just do it. So John's cringing in the background half the time because he's quiet to me, but I don't care. I just burst out singing if I want to. And most of the time, as you've seen on my other videos again, people just join in. And then they come over and say, oh, we enjoyed that, so there you go. And that's John's. The first time he done it, when we used to go to Benidorm years ago, when we first got back friends, I jumped up on the stage. Was it with Shoddy Roddy or was it with the Drifters? Shoddy Roddy. And I jumped up on them, Peter and Barry, the good friends of mine, Shoddy and Benidorm. I jumped up on the stage with them. He was mortified. He went up and sat in the toilet and come back out and that. And then they come over to him. No, it was the Drifters, John. And then they come over to him and they said to him, is this your wife? And he just said, yeah. And he went, what a woman. He said, I wish all the holiday makers were like her and joined in and danced and sang. He said, most of them just sit looking at us. Well, he was like that then, wasn't he? Oh, yeah, I've been together 35 years. He was made up, bragging then. Before that, he was hiding, cringing. But then he started to just not get up and move away when I was getting up singing or what have you. He just sits and looks at me now. He whistled. I know when he's had a few bevies because he whistles. When they all start clapping, he starts whistling. So I know he stayed where he was watching. Were you looking at me like that for?
I'm not looking at anything.
You did. You looked at me with that tone of voice again.
Yeah, I was.
You know it's not allowed out in public. Yes, so that's your little introduction to me. And I do probably have stories, well I have got, about the foster kids. Not allowed to say names like, but been through a few things with them. One time, one of my very first ones, ended up in Alderday Hospital with them. My daughter said to me, Mother, what if you give such a body to eat? She got pains in her stomach. I said, she only had the same as us. I ended up taking her to Alderday, and they come out and said, is Mrs. XYZ here? I can't tell you the name. Is the mother here? I said, oh yeah, love, it's me. So she called me in the room. She said, oh, I'm awfully sorry. She said she has a venereal disease again. I went, what? Again? What do you mean? I was mortified. I said, I'm not a mother. I'm just a foster mother. I'm not a real mother. Come home. So ripped all the sheets off the bed. Got the bed, binned, what have you. Rung the foster place up and said, come and get them out of here. I said, I'm not having them in here where my kids are. They had 2 boys at home then. So that was one of the stories of one of the very first ones I had. It did put me off a bit. And then they were telling me, no, that's like a one-off really. So I ended up with 39 of them, teenagers. I'm still in touch with 2 of them. Josie and Josephine Cottrell, and 8 kids she's got now, hasn't she? Yeah, she has. 6 lads, 2 girls. And she's a wonderful mother. And Hayley Preston is a wonderful mother. She's got 2 children. Very good mothers. Used to have a laugh and all. I had them 2 together, both in my house at the time because my kids had left home then, and because they were near my last ones, but I used to foster. And I'd be murder. Kathy, tell her she's got me socks on. They're not your socks. I brought these here with me. To be murder in the house. And Hayley, couldn't watch nothing with Hayley. If we were watching a film, which my son Paul's like this now, you're watching a film, you're in the middle of it, and an ambulance or something comes on, you go, Did he ever tell you, Kathy, when he ended up in an ambulance? That was the end of the film. You never got to watch the rest of it because we had to read the story about what happened to go in the ambulance. And my son, he doesn't talk like that. He goes, say something comes up and it's in a foreign place and that, he goes, do you know how they got the name of that, mother? Well, and then that's the end of that film. We get a lecture then. I call him the professor, or Paul. I go, oh no, where's the professor? End of film. Press pause or switch it off and we watch it another time. Because we always get a big lecture of where something was made or how they come about making that in an area and what area, how it got its name. I don't know where he got his name from. I don't think it was me. Oh, my mother was 79 when she died, and she was born in 1910, and she passed all her O-levels and everything and could have gone on to what did they go to then, John? Colleges? What? Grammar schools and that, but they couldn't afford it back then. My mother's family couldn't afford it, but she was a beautiful writer. Her and my brother Billy, God rest his soul, he died at 48. Beautiful writer. Me and our Sam, my brother, we're terrible writers. You're lucky to be able to read it. Yeah, my mother could have gone on to higher things, but she was from Ireland and came over when she was age 5. She was from Southern Ireland. I don't particularly know, but I remember that someone saying Southern Ireland, and I did see a photograph of a family once, and they would all look well-to-do, standing by a big car with trilbies on and one foot on the car and that. It's lovely to see. Where are we?
There's the small train.
Yeah, where are we?
Wigan.
Oh, we're at Wigan now.
This is where we get off if you're on a different train.
Oh yeah.
It's Merseyrail.
Yeah, if we don't get the straight through train. This is a straight through train. We could have got this one at 10 o'clock, but we would have had to get here and change trains. Oh, there's my little friends. They're at the hotel. If she waves. No, she's not waving. Nice man and woman. Won't be long before it's in Lime Street. This the best of this train. It doesn't stop at every single stop. So it's good. It doesn't take long. So it's 11:52 now, and it's 11:10 or something like that, or 11:20. Yeah. Let's have a look at Wigan Pier. Do you think we'll go near it? Wigan North Western we're at. I like looking at the different coloured trees as well when you're going along. You know, at the moment I love them red robins. Anyone know where you get them cheap? I bought one last week, but it's a little tiny thing. It's going to take years to get to a nice size. But I can't wait to get home and bought it. I only bought it last week. But I've seen them and I thought, oh, we'd love a standard red robin tree. Oh, it doesn't have to be a standard. I would like one, but it doesn't have to be. I thought I'd love one of them, so would anyone know? Because I think all the ones that were nice and bushy and I think they've all been sold by now. It's a nice colourful tree though. Like it. If I spot one along here, I'll show you. Because since I said I liked them, we've seen them everywhere, haven't we, John? Go, there's another one. Go and dig it up. But I like look at all the lovely different coloured trees, and some people don't get to see it. How green our country is. Yellow, greens, pale greens, whites, all colours. Some people don't get to see that, do they? So that's why I like filming things like this for you. To others it may be boring, but so it's people who can't get out the house, bedridden, disabled, what have you. They'd love to do this. and sit here and people watch sort of thing, scenery watch. Hope I haven't knocked any of you to sleep with me talk. You? Oh, that doesn't take me to talk to knock you asleep. Fall asleep on a washing line now. Don't forget to add my son and all Stephen's garden services on YouTube, please, if you will. He's not long been on it, and he's made up that a lot of you have started having it, and he's absolutely made up. You'll see the work he does if you live around, you know, Liverpool, St Helens, everywhere, Preston. He travels a few places, and give him a call and go and see the makeovers he does on gardens. They're like a rubbish tip when he gets there, or what have you, all overgrown, or you can't even see patios. And he cleans it all up, jet washes and everything, trims the trees. So that's Stephen Garden Services on YouTube. And if anyone wants to know his thing, it's on, you'll find him on Google. Stephen's Garden Services, all one word. And my other son is the flagger and fencer and turf and that. He's on Paul Martin Landscapes. You'll find him on the next door neighbour app, is it, John?
He's on a few.
He's on Gumtree, isn't he? Gumtree, next door neighbour ad. He does flagging and gardening and things like that. If at all possible, he doesn't go to McGull. That's after the nasty incident the other weekend. Put him off working up there. Both of them are excellent at the jobs they do, absolutely spot on. If you've all seen my back garden. Well, Stephen, the one who does the tidying up of gardens and trees and that, he built me decking, and my other son Paul, who's the flagger, he put all my flags down, so you can see the work there. You've all seen my garden, and that was done about 10 years ago as well. And if anyone's had turf and put down this time of year, you've got to give it a bloody good soaking every single night and get every bit, because this weather, if you miss a bit, it'll turn yellow. And it's nobody's fault but your own. You've got to make sure it's had a good soaking till it's well knitted into the soil underneath. Back to the garden because we've got to paint the edge and stones. Aren't you, love?
What?
Going to paint the edge and stones.
Today.
Never said today, did I? I wouldn't dream of asking you today. You've got your sleep to go to.
What?
You've got your sleep.
Yes, it's afternoon, Kim. I missed it.
Yeah, it's afternoon, Kip. You won't miss that. You won't miss that. You won't miss that for no one. It's afternoon sleep. I'm going to sign off now because, as I say, we won't be long on the train now before it's our stop. So I hope you've enjoyed the little stories I've told you, and all true, because I'll probably tell you them again, but if you've heard them before, just bear with me. And if it gets on your nerves, you don't have to watch them. So I hope you've enjoyed that little insight in Blackpool to Lime Street. So bye for now, love you all. Don't forget the thumbs up if you liked it, and leave a comment where you're from and that, because that keeps my algorithms up, doesn't it? And subscribe to me, please. It's free to subscribe as well, but and press the bell and press all, and you'll get all my videos I put on. Because if you don't, it's your own fault if you miss a bit of fun. So don't blame me. Bye for now. Love you all.